In this video, we will solve this system of equation here using another method. And so let's begin. So this is the system of equation that we want to solve, and I will solve it using matrices. So matrix A will correspond to these pieces here, 2, 3, and 3, 5, like this, 2, 3, 3, 5. Matrix X will correspond to X and Y, X, Y. And matrix B will correspond to these solutions, 7 and 11. And so we can say that matrix A times matrix X is equal to matrix B. Now this statement is true because 2 times X plus 3 times Y is equal to 7. And likewise, 3 times X plus 5 times Y is equal to 11. And I want to isolate X. I want to isolate the X and Y piece. So I take the inverse of matrix A, I multiply it by matrix A times matrix X. And if I do it on the left-hand side, I have to do it on the right-hand side. So I would get is equal to the inverse of matrix A times matrix B. So inverse of matrix A times A would give us the identity. So times matrix X is equal to the inverse of matrix A times matrix B. And so our matrix X will equal inverse of matrix A times matrix B. Now with the inverse of matrix A, it would correspond to this formula here. 1 divided by the determinant times the adjuvant of matrix A, where the determinant of A cannot equal 0. So let's do the determinant. So 2 times 5 is 10, minus 3 times 3. So 10 minus 9 would give us 1. So the determinant is 1. Now the adjuvant, this is what you need to do. So you switch A and D. So D becomes here, A becomes here, and C and B, they're just going to be the opposite sign. So if this was negative, it's going to be positive. If this was positive, it's going to be negative, just opposite sign. So in our case, we originally had this, right? So now it's going to be 5 is going to be here and 2 is going to be here. 5 is going to be here and 2 is going to be here. And these two pieces were both positive, and so now they'll be negative, negative 3 and negative 3. So essentially X is equal to inverse A times B, and we said inverse of A would be this, 1 divided by the determinant. We said the determinant is 1, so 1 divided by 1 times the adjuvant of A, and we said the adjuvant of A was this piece right here. So the matrix 5, negative 3, 2, and then multiply by matrix B. And matrix B we said is 7 and 11, 7 and 11. So 1 divided by 1 is 1. And now let's multiply two matrices together. So 5 times 7 plus negative 3 times 11 on the top, and on the bottom negative 3 times 7 plus 2 times 11. So 5 times 7 is 35, negative 3 times 11 is negative 33, and then negative 3 times 7 is negative 21, 2 times 11 is positive 22. So we would get 35 minus 33 is 2, and negative 21 plus 22 is 1. And so our final answer, our X term would correspond to 2, and our Y term would correspond to 1. And we can always check. So we said X is 2 and Y is 1. So 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 1 is 3, 4 plus 3 is 7. Let's do it for the second one. So 3 times 2 is 6, 5 times 1 is 5, so 6 plus 5 is 11, and so it's a match. And that's pretty much it for this video.